Your look matters because you want people to see you as the credible resource that you are. Before we get to the actual video, I forgot, I have got a bonus for you. There is a formula, a little emergency kit that I shared with people years ago, women and men, that I think will help you on those days when you just don't have it in you, or those days when you're rushing out the door. If you have this emergency kit in your car, you will be prepared. So make sure you stick around until the end so that you can get that emergency kit, and leave a comment below. I'm going to share with you 3 reasons I believe you should care about how you look. I want to know from you, do you have any questions about your style? Because I'm introducing something in this video and I want you to contribute to it. I want to make sure I'm answering your questions. All right, now let's get into today's video. Okay, so there's this guy that shows up during our networking meetings on Tuesday mornings. His clothes are so ill-fitting. He looks so disheveled that when he stands up to do his 30-second pitch, we're all thinking, I don't know that I want him to represent me, or I don't know that I want to do business with him, because he just does not look like he's prepared or that he's capable. Have you ever seen that? I know you're a people watcher just like me. Today, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about why you should care about the way you look. I'm not sure if you know, but I am and have been a wardrobe stylist, and I've styled some celebrities, I've styled fashion shows, and I work with clients, just everyday professionals who want to make the best possible impression. So I am very well versed in the art of personal style development and really speaking the narrative that you want to speak with your clothes. So today, that's what I want to talk about. I want to share with you 3 reasons you should care about how you look. Let's dive into reason number 1. Assumptions. Now, I have this on my phone because I want to make sure I get this definition right. Assumptions are when you believe something to be true without proof, okay? So that means the guy that I just talked about from our chamber, the way he looks causes us to believe that he is unprofessional, that he is incapable of creating a quality product, simply because he doesn't seem to care about how he looks, or he doesn't seem to care that his looking disheveled leads us to believe that he's disorganized or he's incapable. So I want us to really be mindful of the assumptions that people are making about us, and that is why it is so important to be mindful of your first impression. Be mindful of what your style is saying about you. The way you walk into a room, make sure you are thinking about that before you leave your house, so you know that you're speaking the right nonverbal message. The second thing is advancement. Did you know that a lot of people, employers, are looking at the way you put yourself together, your attire, to determine things like promotions, to decide whether or not they should hire you in the first place? And guys, I don't know if you know this, but these employers these days are looking at your social media to see if you are who you say you are, because they know that your personal life is now sort of merging into your professional life, and people care. Like we don't want repeats of some of the scandals that have happened for major corporations in recent past. So employers are doing their due diligence to see if they are getting what they think they're getting. So they're looking under the hood. Okay, so your style is going to matter here. The way you pull yourself together and the way you present yourself is important. So I have some statistics here. Well, not necessarily statistics, but a quote. And what I want you to know here is that promotions are going to be looked at. Your clothing, your attire, the way you present yourself, not just your clothes, but the way you carry yourself, your mannerisms, things of that nature are all being looked at. These are not like verbal communications. These are all nonverbal. So if you are a business owner, like I just stated, we're looking at this guy at the chamber going, I don't necessarily know if he's going to be able to do what I need him to do, just based on the way he's bringing himself. Like, this is an opportunity to talk to people about your business and show people that you're capable. And he's showing up like he just rolled out of bed. Is this someone that I want to do business with? There is a quote from Forbes that says, there is a perception that women are judged more harshly than men when it comes to appearance in the workplace. This is something that we need to take into account, ladies, because it's true for business as well. Employers are checking, like I said, your social media, right? They are going to base their decisions on some of the things that they see. So don't you want your appearance to speak for you and to speak that confidence that you know you have and that capability that you know you have? Now, before I go any further, I just want to tell you that I know how important these first impressions are. So I want to ask you, are you happy with the first impression that you give? Are you considering the first impression when you get dressed to go to that networking thing, to go to that interview, to go to that meeting on your job? Are you thinking about it at all? Do you feel like you could use a little zhuzhing in the appearance department to really connect the dots between who you know you are and what you know you're capable of to the way you're showing up in a room? I've got you, okay? Because as you know, here on this channel, I am giving you real talk, all right? So I have created a series where not only am I giving you real talk, but I'm gonna be talking to you about those real style struggles that you may be having as to the reason why you're unable to get to the first impression that you want or to speak that style story that you want your appearance to speak for you. I've got you. I've got a whole series. I'm calling it Your Style Story. And I want you to subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel, because that series is coming up very soon. We're going to be leading up to it with a few style wardrobe videos. And then we're going to hit you with this great series. I will have interviews. We're going to play games. It's going to be phenomenal. So make sure you are subscribed. There are a ton of fashion vloggers out there, and I love those videos just like the next person. But I want to talk to you about how style and fashion play a role into your ability to live unapologetically you and live intentionally. So I'm giving you real talk on that. So make sure you are subscribed so you can get all of that information and watch the series. I'm telling you, I've got some amazing interviews coming up and the games are so funny. And you're going to be surprised by what you learn. So make sure you are subscribed. Now, let's get into this last reason that I think you need to be concerned about how you look, and that is the authority. Okay, now, your appearance actually is what starts the conversation, whether that is your appearance on your social media, whether that is your appearance on your website, whether that is your appearance on a resume that you send in. These are all conversation starters. People are going to start forming opinions about you based on these things. So you want to make sure that you are starting this conversation off on the right foot and that you are showing up as an authority. So your look matters because you want people to see you as the credible resource that you are. So because your appearance is a conversation starter, that means you're writing the script for the exchange of information that is going to take place before your words from your mouth ever get involved, okay? So you are communicating your competence, you're communicating your work ethic, you're communicating your personality, and you're communicating your confidence level. Do you have the confidence to get the job done? Are you confident in your appearance? Are you holding your head up high? Are you standing up straight? Are your shoulders back? Are you walking confidently in the room? Do you feel comfortable in your clothes? These are important details that are a part of the exchange of information that's going on before you ever speak. Now, listen, you don't have to take my word for it, okay? You just think about you. Think about going to the movies and sitting in the lobby waiting on the movie to start. Are you people watching? If you still have a mall in your area, do you sit in the food court and watch people when they walk by? When you're at the bank depositing that big check, are you looking at the people in line, or are you looking at the bank tellers to ascertain whether or not they look worthy of handling your money? This is happening and you've not spoken to people. So if you're doing it, what makes you think people aren't doing that same thing to you? That could be the difference between you getting the job you want, you closing the deal you want, or you actually gaining the attention of the audience you want. So your look matters. The way you pull yourself together, like I said, is the beginning of an exchange of information about who you are and your ability to get the job done. All right, so I have a fun bonus for you. When I used to sell Premier Designs jewelry, I would tell the women that they should keep an emergency kit in their car because I believe your first impression is just that important. Now, I promised you at the beginning of this video that I was going to share with you a bonus tip or a little secret emergency kit that you can use. And here it goes. Number one, for the ladies, keep a pair of hoop earrings. If you did not know, hoop earrings are a universal earring for any face shape. They work with every face shape. So you should have yourself a pair of hoop earrings. They don't have to cost a ton. Go to the dollar store and grab you some and have them in a little Ziploc bag. Have a tinted lip gloss in that same bag. And then if I were you, I would keep a headband, a hair bow, a twisty, or a baseball cap in your glove compartment. Now, we all know on a Saturday morning, we get up, the kids are hungry, we need to run and grab some milk, and inevitably what happens? We see someone we know. If you have this emergency kit in your car, you will always be able to make a decent first impression because you will have a hoop earring on that is going to draw the attention up along with the tinted lip gloss and whatever hair accessory you have. That is going to draw the attention up, and no matter what, if you're wearing those pajama bottoms, it's not going to make that big of a difference. But that's the emergency kit for my girls. Now, for my gents, here's what I think your emergency kit should contain. Something to manage your hair. If you are a brush guy, if you are a comb guy, make sure you have one of the other or both in your car. The other thing I would suggest that you have in your car is, again, a baseball cap or a beanie, one of those things, so that if you are having a bad hair day, you have a way to cover that up. So those are the things that I would suggest for you guys. And also, I think some chapstick is in order because sometimes on those dry seasons, those cold and dry days, you don't want to have crusty lips. So for the gentleman, a baseball cap and something to manage your hair, comb, brush, or both, and a chapstick. All right, guys, that does it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you are subscribed because your style story is coming very soon, and you're going to want to see this, as well as share your comments. Tell me what you want to know about your style. What questions do you have about speaking your style story? And we'll make sure that we get to those questions during the series. All right, that does it for today, guys. Bye.